If it's thick.
So wait, do that again.
Whee.
So you want it kind of.
You want it kind of liquidy.
Pretty liquid.
I mean, when you cool it down, it'll start to get really.
Right.
And you'll notice if you. So literally all I do is stir it in there or drop it in, and I just get it to the consistency that I like. You'll notice if it's too.
The white makes it thinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it also makes it more. How do I explain it? There's more of that waxy consistency as opposed to the real brittle. This real.
So, maybe the ones that I had were too brittle.
Well, and the thing is, if these hit each other, they'll definitely break. I mean, that's no. I mean, but all you have to do here. Let me go like this so I can make it kind. You'll want it to be You'll want it to be deep. Not spill this on anybody because that just hurts. So I just put it in and whip it around. And
whip it around?
Yeah. Or just shake it. Because what'll happen is it'll just kind of start to like that.
Oh, you don't want it dripping
and you can
down
have
the
it,
entire
we do. I mean, it really doesn't matter what it looks like.
Yeah.
Obviously, the deeper your bowl is,
the
easier it's going to kind of go down. I mean, literally, some people, different methods for different people. Some people just sit there. There's times where I just sit there and shake it and because, my dad will dip it down and then just really flick it. That's fine, but... And you flick it to get... There's a lot of it is sitting at the end. And if you don't, it'll get real thick.
Clumpy on top.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So, and sometimes it'll do that.
Yeah.
Basically, what I've done then is, it's obviously not that much of an art to it. Just filling it in. And you have kind of like a happy period of time where you can fill it in without it leaving marks.
Oh, like right because when it's still warm.
When it's still warm.
Right.
And then it's just a matter of, we put them right back into the case boxes. And then just let them dry.
Okay, so it doesn't matter like how warm the bottles are or whether they come out of the cellar.
No. I pulled these out. I've never had a problem because what usually we do is we come in. It takes us, if this entire pot is full, which is what we usually do.
Yeah.
You turn it on and you fill it all up and you let it heat up for about a half an hour. And then we'll pull, a pallet out, and it'll sit out here, and then we just start opening it up. So some bottles will be cold. I've never done it. It's like the research project. If it's really, really cold, will it later then pop easier, or
right, if we laser etch each bottle, and we could track.
Yeah, exactly. And if we can find out what temperature that, you might see that the bubbles will form because it's too hot in here. Really not.
If it's too hot, then
you'll kind of get an idea as to it'll smoke if it's really hot.
It's too hot.
Yeah. Right now there's a little bit of a smoke, but you can really tell when it's too hot because it'll start to kind of bubble around the edge, and you'll be like, oh, look, it looks like it's boiling.
It's too hot, right?
And so it's just. There's no real. I've never. Let's see. How about this way? If we were to fill up this pot and we were to put in like 3 of them, then I'd probably put one entire thing. One of these.
Oh, really? So it's not a one-to-one
I don't think it's one-to-one. Now that I think about, I don't think it's one-to-one. And the problem is that these used to be
different size.
Yeah, they used to be they used to be cut in half. Yeah. And there used to be twice as many, but they were all in little squares. And so then I used to remember putting in a lot more. But now that I think about it, these guys are a lot bigger. And
so you'd guess...
I would say for 3 of them, you probably put one.
So 3 of the TV dinner trays and one...
Exactly. And one of the...
Not one box, but just one
Just one
chunk.
Of these, one chunk, yeah.
Right.
And you'll notice, you can... I've never had a point where I'm like, oh, it's... I gotta think about that. Is it too waxy versus too... Are you videotaping this entire thing? Wow.
Yeah, I am.
Great. And this is the stirring. Does it have sound?
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi. That's what I look like without a shower.
Wax lady.
Wax lady.
Wax. Yeah.
House wax. This is not the type of wax you would then want to, use on your armpit or your bikini line.
Right.
Because it would hurt a lot. It's really not a math.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really.
We'll figure it out.
Basically,
we just need to save these bottles. So,
yeah.
and when you get back bottles that have been damaged, do you chip all the wax off and re-dip it, or do you just dip it what's on there already?
I've gotten back bottles where just the cork part is chipped out, and I've just literally done the top, and it kind of over it. There's times where I've gotten where it's cracked up, all the way up. Then I'll kind of crack all the rest off.
Right.
And do it.
Okay, just take a knife.
Because kind of pop off the rest of it. Right. Because if you just hit it with like a butter knife, if you're just kind of taking a butter knife and it'll pop off.
Right.
And then just do it over again. Yeah. Because you wouldn't want to then get like have 5 thicknesses on one. You know what I mean? Have a really, really thick. But obviously they don't look